hair look fine?
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Well, because if this
Beauty
is...
team,
Well,
do
if
we
this...
get hair and makeup?
We can CGI it.
Since this is like the most popular movie we're probably going to cover for a while, I need to make sure my hair looks good, so if they like have one impression of this podcast, it's like...
They're like, damn.
They're like, the host of the Coyote Picture Club looks great.
So sexy.
That's what they'll comment then.
Everybody's been commenting that, and I'm trying to stay humble. It's tough. When you're running a hit podcast... Hi everybody and welcome back to the Coyote Picture Club, a show where every month we choose an actor and go through their 4 best or 4 defining performances to create a Mount Rushmore or Hall of Fame of sorts of that actor. This month we're covering Adam Sandler, and we're starting off with his classic golf comedy, Happy Gilmore. For those who don't know, which I assume is few of you, Happy Gilmore is about failed hockey player turned golf whiz Happy Gilmore, whose unconventional approach and antics on the green rival Shooter McGavin. Happy Gilmore is determined to dominate the golf tour so he can save his granny's house with the prize money. Meanwhile, an attractive tour publicist tries to soften Happy's image. I'm joined today by...
Emmett Bodie, excited to be here, Patrick.
Emmett, what are we drinking today?
Well, of course, we're talking about golf, so I brought golf's greatest drink, Arnold Palmer.
So, Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
Is this the best Adam Sandler comedy?
Yes, I think it is. I think it's not only his funniest, I think it's the movie, or Adam Sandler's movie with the most iconic characters. You know, if you see a Boston Bruins jersey on the golf course, you automatically think Happy Gilmore. You think of the swing, you think of the villains, you think of Chubbs. It's iconic characters that, for sure, this is Adam Sandler's best comedy.
I mean, I do think this is one that kind of does create a world. Like, Happy Gilmore's golf tour is so filled with character. I don't just mean characters, but so filled with personality. And there's so many different, just comedic personalities on the golf course.
Yeah, like even the patrons, like the fans.
Yep. You've got the guy who's yelling jackass. You've got his old boss who had the nail in the head. And all these characters around the golf tour make it something that's so much fun to just revisit. And I think that's the big thing about this Sandler run. And I've written down here, we've got the post-SNL Sandler run, where it's the origin of Sandler as movie star. And I feel like when people think of Adam Sandler, it's this run of movies. And it's Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Wedding Singer, Waterboy, Big Daddy, Little Nicky.
Yeah.
This feels like the one with, Sandler's best performance, Sandler's best comedic character, but also the best comedic ensemble around him.
Yeah. I think also... Wait, let me think. What was it? I think also it's honestly kind of his best story, because if you think about like Billy Madison or even, especially Big Daddy, those are kind of weak stories or tales. Whereas Happy Gilmore is like, I think like you can just like recount to your friend, and that sounds interesting. It sounds like a good story. Yeah,
for sure. And I think Happy Gilmore is also the character who best exemplifies all of the elements of Sandler. It's the dumb humor. He's got that bubbling rage. And I think that's the thing that really separates Sandler from a lot of other comedic movie stars, is that he's a real genuine rage. And you see it when he's on the golf course and he's, whenever he does something, he makes a mistake, he'll whip his golf club, or he'll be smashing stuff at the putting, at mini putt, he'll be smashing stuff there. And it's a character with such this, like, primal rage to him where you never know when it's going to be set off, and it's always going to be funny. And there's also that softness with it. And I do find that's what makes this era of Sandler so good, is because his characters do have a softness.
He's like funny but also lovable.
Yeah, you see him, he's lovable, and I think he's less mean in these movies. In the later Sandler movies, in the 2010 Sandler, he's always kind of floats above the movies. Not that he's better than them, but he can be a little crueler to the characters around him. His characters are a little more unlikable. There's not that, like, pathos within them. Whereas with Happy Gilmore, he's the easiest character to root for. Of, I think, Sandler's, simple men with silly voices.
Yeah.
And I think this is the template that all of Sandler's characters build from, is Happy Gilmore.
Certainly.
Billy Madison, I know, comes out before this, but it's a lot dumber. It feels a lot more like his SNL humor. Like, you have early on when he has, like, the shampoo fight in the bathroom. And it's like, is there a joke there? I don't know. Right?
Yeah.
But Happy Gilmore is the character, the structure, the template that all of Sandler's characters afterwards build from. He accentuates in the voices. Like, I know it goes as far as something like Hubie Halloween, but even characters like Little Nicky have a real voice to them, where he just likes doing like a dumb voice, that direct hit to the funny bone. It's in characters like Click or in his rom-coms where he's really playing up the softness, and in other movies he's really playing up the rage, the anger.
I also think it's not only Sandler, but it's like the idea of having like strong supporting cast.
Yes.
I don't see that with Billy Madison, but in this one, every character has its own like bit to it, and then you see that throughout Adam Sandler's filmography. He continues to do that.
I mean, it does what the best comedies do, where it creates a little universe with a large ensemble of funny characters who all have a distinct flavor to them. I also think genuinely looks better than most movies today. It's got deep colors, the green of the golf course, the neon purples and reds and blues of the mini putt course. The sky's a nice blue. Even the underwater scenes when he's fighting the crocodile, which is a fantastic scene, it's got these like deep greens and browns, and it's probably because it's shot on film, but there's almost an attention to detail on how this thing is shot, how the golf tour and the golf courses and its characters are shot, and there's a love and care and an attention to detail that Sandler kind of has for them in this movie.
If you like think about like Happy Gilmore 2, even just in comparison, I was watching that as well. That looks disgusting. Like, it looks awful.
I think
compared
it's
to Happy Gilmore.
I mean, we can get to Happy Gilmore 2 real quick.
Yeah.
It almost shows how good this one is.
Yeah, it really does.
Happy Gilmore 2, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's really rough, and it feels lazy, and it feels thrown together. It's Sandler coming to his most iconic comedic character, and he doesn't want to give any effort. It's the same phoned into Netflix thing that he kind of done for a while. And I think a lot of those, like, I don't know, the last decade of Sandler has been a lot of misses for me, with the exception of his dramatic performances, which it seems like the only real place where he's still putting in effort.
You don't like Ridiculous 6?
I hate Ridiculous
Yeah,
6.
I know that movie's awful.
What's the worst of the last decade of Sandler? It might be Ridiculous 6.
No, I think it is. That movie is, like, unwatchable.
I
Hubie Halloween has, like, something to it.
Hubie Halloween might be the best of them.
It's not saying much.
Because it does, once again, it's the one that feels like it has the best ensemble.
It has Julie Bowen.
Julie Bowen's back. I think Ray Liotta is kind of good in that movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's an attention to the ensemble, like in this. Whereas Happy Gilmore 2 is just a reheating of this ensemble.
Yeah.
I mean, Rob Schneider comes back and he yells jackass about 50 times. It's like, you remember that from the last movie. They reheat Tuesday's Gone. It does feel like a cameo fest where it's like, I think my Letterboxd review for it is just like, all the stars are here, like the Norm Macdonald bit, where it just feels like, oh, it's this guy, oh, it's this guy, oh, Bad Bunny's here, okay.
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
And it just feels like everybody in Hollywood's hearing the joke is that they're here.
I also think it shows like the impact of the original.
Yeah.
You think about like it's kind of like about a movie that like makes fun of golf, but
Yes.
golfers love it.
Yes.
Like Scotty Scheffler, Xander Schauffele, they grew up watching Happy Gilmore, and I think as bad as the sequel is, it like shows the impact of the original one.
Which I think brings us to something interesting. I think what you're kind of highlighting here is Happy Gilmore is a sports renegade and an outsider. I think Sandler's movies, especially that post-SNL run of Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Wedding Singer, Waterboy, Big Daddy, Little Nicky, and then especially Mr. Deeds right after Punch Drunk Love, show that Sandler almost has like a real like class resentment within his characters. Because a lot of Sandler movie pitches are a variation of, what if an idiot somehow got into these highbrow and pompous environments? He is an everyman within them. Whether that be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company, whether that be the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
He's a renegade, he's an outsider, he's an everyman. Why do we love people like this? Why do we love golfers like Tiger Woods and John Daly? Why did we love quarterbacks like Joe Namath? What is it about these figures?
I think it goes against the norm. I guess you see it in his reviews of his movies themselves. Like, the fans love it, his audience love it, but the critics hate it. And I think that even like adds to kind of like this mystique around Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's for us. He's not about like these like high arching guys like the I love Robert or Roger Ebert is his name?
Roger Ebert?
Yeah,
well,
Roger
I've got a line from Ebert's review here where he writes, Happy Gilmore tells the story of a violent sociopath. Since it's about golf, that makes it a comedy.
Yeah, and like people see that and like, oh, like that's just for the like Adam Sandler just sticking it to the man, and like he's one of us, and I think that like that adds to Adam Sandler.
I mean, the Sandler filmography, especially in recent years, the past decade, feels like it's become reappraised and respectable. These movies that were named in these post-SNL run, I know we grew up with them. Yeah. I certainly grew up with them. My brother Alex was all about them. He basically collected every Adam Sandler movie he could. But the filmography has now become from something of a critic's punching bag to something respectable, something that we culturally agree is kind of great. There was a softening in critical response. He's now a beloved figure. And I think, I was listening to the Important Cinema Club, which is a great Toronto film podcast, and they brought up the gravitas Sandler has now. You look at SNL 50, when he comes on for that song, it's a big deal. It's like, oh, Adam Sandler's here. Yeah. Why do you think there's been that turnaround?
I honestly think one of the reasons is now, the critics of today were the people who grew up watching Adam Sandler's movies, which I think is like you grew up, like you love the movies as bad as they might be. You love the movies you grow up with, right? And like just like they kind of grew up in like this world that Adam Sandler was like an everyday man. It's just they always like respected that, and this like continues to grow and grow and grow. So then once they kind of like came into power, if you will, in this like in the critics' age, they love and respect Adam Sandler. For
sure. I also wrote with the to add on to this everyman point you're making. Golf has the reputation of being a bit of an elitist sport. Yeah. Do we like these lower middle-class underdogs who are fighting for their place and pulling the rug out from the rich boys? You've got golf, which is clean and professional and uptight, and these figures come along with fire and fun, and they disregard these prior conventions. And that's so much of what Adam Sandler is doing. He is an everyman in crazy situations.
And you got to think about it, too. Like, this movie came out in, like, 95, right?
96.
96. Yeah. That was before Tiger Woods, who kind of like, he won the Masters in 97. So this is like kind of like before like the rise of Tiger Woods even. Like golf is such an elitist sport at this time.
Absolutely.
And Adam Sandler just kind of like punches through that.
I mean, that's so much of what made Tiger so great. Yeah. Not only is it he's one of the best athletes of all time, but he added this competition to it. He added this ambition. It wasn't just guys dress up. Like it's like how Adam Sandler makes the jokes. He's like, these guys dress up in funny shirts and dumb pants. Tiger had a fire to him. And he felt new, and he felt fresh. The narrative around him. Like, I read a biography that was written about him by the guys who did that Tiger documentary. And it's just he's an underdog. In an environment like this, an underdog can really shine. And it's why an everyman like Sandler's Happy Gilmore, it works so well here. And I think a lot of the best Sandler comedic characters are these everymen in elitist or highbrow situations. And they get to tear it up and we get to laugh at it. Whether that we're like Mr. Deeds, which I brought up, where he's the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. He gets to make fun of the critics of the New Yorker. And he punches one of them and he throws them through a table.
And the fans love that. Like the general audience loves that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Though I would say like at this point, this is his second movie, but I do find Adam Sandler's movies have kind of become formulaic.
Yep. In which ways?
Just like, it's kind of just the same thing over and over again. This is like guy with like a goofy voice goes into the situation that like you typically don't see an everyday man in. And it's funny. It can be funny, but I think also he kind of, what you were alluding to earlier is like he kind of became a caricature of himself, where he like you said, like he rises above the movie. This in Happy Gilmore, you feel like Happy can like exist in this universe.
Yes.
But like in Jack and Jill, it seems like a cartoon basically.
Yes.
Even with like Al Pacino in that movie, it just seems so fake. And as much as like silly Happy Gilmore is, it's rooted in something.
Yes, I do think that like it always feels like it is grounded in emotional stakes. In physical, like you've got his relationship with the Julie Bowen character, which is really sweet. You've got his relationship with his grandmother, which is really sweet. And we talk a lot about this almost comedic environment that Sandler creates with this movie. Let's talk about some of these characters.
Okay, yeah.
Shooter McGavin.
Great
is this
character.
One of the great comedy villains?
Oh, 100% is. He's honestly almost as iconic as Happy Gilmore himself.
Yeah.
It's just you think you think just like I don't know, like for example, like if you like make a putt or like you're at the golf course and you make a good shot, you go and that comes from Shooter McGavin.
I was playing pong with my buddy Richard on Homecoming, and I was on fire. I've never been this on fire before. Richard, future guest on the pod, you'll be on for grown-ups. And I was hitting the Shooter McGavin emotes. Like when I was sinking them, it's incredible.
Yeah, he's a great character, but also he's not like completely hateable. Like
I think he is.
Yeah, he is. But like at some point you're like, that's Shooter McGavin.
Yeah. Well, he's so arrogant. He's so slimy.
Yeah.
Just his line deleries, though. Like, he is killing it. It's
Excellent.
lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
And do you know who was first offered the Shooter McGavin role?
No, I don't.
It was Kevin Costner.
Really?
And he turned it down because he was signed on for Tin Cup, and he didn't want to do 2 golf movies in 1 year.
Oh.
Do you think Kevin Costner could have done this half as well as Chris McDonald?
I do like Kevin Costner, but I don't think he could commit to a role like Shooter McGavin. I don't know if he can commit to the silliness of, or like just like the arrogance of Shooter McGavin. I like Kevin Costner.
Love Kevin Costner.
Yeah, but I don't think he can do it. And I think honestly, he might have been too big of a star.
That's the thing that I would have liked to see, though.
Yeah, it would have been fun.
Because instead of, when we see Shooter McGavin, if it's Kevin Costner on that stage, this big star, because Shooter McGavin is the star of the golf world.
Yeah.
There's a real impact to that first scene.
Do you think that he could do it?
I don't think he can be that unlikable. I just think Kevin Costner is too likable. You look at movies like Bull Durham, or Dance with Wolves, or Field of Dreams, Robin Hood. There's a reason why he was one of the 90s biggest movie stars. And it's because we love Kevin Costner.
Yeah. I also think like if you have Kevin Costner in this, it raises the risk of making it a Kevin Costner movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he would steal the thunder in some ways.
Yeah.
And there's something with Chris McDonald where he's going so big with it. You would think, oh, I'm going to underplay this, I'm going to be a little slimy, maybe a bit of a grease bag, I'm going to play this like a character actor so that Sandler can really shine. But some of these scenes, I love Sandler in this movie. McDonald is stealing the spotlight.
Yeah.
And I love his reactions to things. Yeah. Costner's quick-witted. That great line where Shooter McGavin says, like, I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. And Sandler's like, you eat pieces of shit for breakfast? Yeah. And then, the best part of it, though, is how flustered Shooter is.
You see his vulnerability.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think Costner can be that vulnerable. I don't think someone can get the upper hand on Kevin Costner convincingly.
No, not like after you see like all his other roles. Like you kind of like view Kevin Costner in this mystique of like he's like above everybody else.
One of our great movie stars.
Yeah, exactly. Even with like Yellowstone, people like just watch that movie watch that TV show originally probably because it was Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
And I agree. I don't think he could be a Shooter McGavin like. It would be amazing, but I think also what makes Happy Gilmore so great is it's an Adam Sandler movie.
Yep.
And I think it would be an Adam Sandler and Kevin Costner movie.
Absolutely. He would be that double billing above the title.
Yeah.
And I just think this is one of those performances where I feel like there's really no one who can do this better. Like, it's a real lightning in a bottle. How did you pull this off? Because he's doing a ton here. And I do think, I'm not going to say it's an undersung performance, because everybody knows it's incredible. But it's really, really good. More with the supporting cast. Adds the comfort, the fun, the rewatchability of this movie. We've got Julie Bowen as Virginia Bennett, the love interest. Carl Weathers, Apollo Creed himself,
so good.
as Chubbs. Ben Stiller as Hal L. Frances Bay as Grandma. Yeah. Of these 4, who's the best?
I gotta go Chubbs. It's iconic. Because, like, I don't know, you think of Carl Weathers as, like, Apollo Creed, or, like, his Predator character, and it's fun to see him more in, like, a comedic light. And I just think he knocks it out of the park, in my opinion. And is also, again, he's an iconic character in himself, with, like, the false hand.
Yeah.
This is so funny. And I think but he also serves as a great mentor. Mm-hmm. You see that he, like, actually cares about Happy. And I think that's awesome.
There's so many great bits. I love the hand when it gets crushed by the truck.
Yeah.
I love his feud with the alligator, because that alligator fight is fantastic. He's so funny. Yeah. And I do think he rules, and he only has 4 or 5 scenes. I especially like early on in that first golf tournament, when he's like cheering Happy on. It takes him like 4 putts to get it like 20 feet. Like I
tap it and just tap it.
And he's almost very steady early on to help us like almost wade into the Sandler character.
And it's like Carl Weathers, you think, oh, sport movie.
Yeah. Well, Apollo Creed is one of the most iconic sports movie characters ever.
Yeah.
You could have a spinoff with his son, and it made so much money, and it's a great movie. Yeah. But it's because I even think a lot of the first Rocky, a lot of that comes from how good Carl Weathers is as Apollo Creed, and Carl Weathers is great here. Yeah. And I think of these, he's my favorite.
I also love Julie Bowen though. I
love Julie Bowen. Yeah. She looks great in this movie.
The dream scenes or the happy place?
Whole thing. I also want to give a shout out to Ben Stiller's Hal-El.
Oh, great character.
He's really good. I love when it's almost like he's teleporting around the residence and he's like, don't fucking say anything. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of... Stiller's having a lot of fun here. And I always kind of not forget he's in it, but he's uncredited. He's not in the opening credits. Yeah. So when he shows up about 15 minutes into the movie, it's just a delight to see him.
Well, that's why when I rewatched this movie, I was like, wait, Ben Stiller's in this?
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. And he's great. He's great at like playing those small roles. Because he commits to them so much.
Absolutely.
And you gotta respect that.
Best scene, we've got Happy's first drive, which is like the bet with the movers. Happy's first hole in the tournament, that 400-yard drive to not being able to put it in, when he's just pacing across. There's no music, he's just like angry. Yeah. Like you see that rage bubbling. Hal-El running the sweatshop of grandmothers.
So funny.
The fight with the crocodile. The fight with Bob Barker.
Yeah.
Mini putt training, and his final putt where he's shooting it through the tower and it's like rolling around and it's almost like pachinko.
Yeah.
What's the best scene in Happy Gilmore?
Gotta be the fight with Bob Barker. I just think I grew up watching The Price is Right, and I don't know. It's so funny to me that you think honestly I think it just like perfectly exemplifies an Adam Sandler film where it's just like the randomness of this character in this situation, and I think it's so funny, and I love Bob Barker too. So yeah, I would say that.
I mean, Price is Wrong, bitch is a great line.
Yeah.
And I love how long Bob Barker is punching him for.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the joke in a lot of lesser movies would be like Barker punches him once or twice.
Yeah.
But Barker like unleashes like a combo on him. And he just keeps punching. He's punching him in the stomach, he's punching him in the head, he throws him in the water. It's almost like he's got superhuman strength.
And he wins, which is awesome.
He wins.
Yeah.
I love the part where he's laying on the ground, he comes back to life. Like he's like the undead. Like you can't beat Bob Barker. It's so good. Yeah. It's a really great scene. I also love Hal-El running around the sweatshop. Yeah. I love that the idea of a cruel residence home worker who is selling off the quilts the grandmas are making is a really great comedic bit. I love the fight with the crocodile. Yeah. The mini putt training.
I love that. That's probably my second favorite.
It might be the best looking scene in the movie.
Oh, it looks great. Yeah.
Just fantastic. Just so many great comedic scenes.
Yeah, they're great lines too.
Yeah.
It's like just tapping and tapping.
Yeah. You got Price is Wrong, bitch. Yeah. You got I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. Because that's the thing about early Sandler is so many of these lines, because we've watched these movies a billion times, whether it be on DVD or on cable. My buddy's garage when I was growing up become like ingrained in your mind. Like you would be on the playground and some kid would be like, "Today, Junior," from Billy Madison, right? Yeah. There's so many of these scenes and characters and lines have ingrained themselves within our pop culture, within our cultural psyche, and I think that's why these movies get reappraised. Yeah. When you break them down chunk by chunk, bit by bit, they only become funnier, which is rare for a comedy.
I think it's the characters. I know we keep on talking about this, but I really do. Even when you talked about the sweatshop, it's just like there's a depth to the character. Yeah. Where, like, you don't see that in a lot of comedies. Yeah. Just, like, every character has, like, this bit that makes them funny. And I just love that about Happy Gilmore.
It's so comforting to I mean, I watched it twice in prep for this podcast.
Yeah.
I watched it on my own. I watched it again with Carly.
Yeah.
I'd watch it again right now after this.
Yeah.
It's why it's so comforting. Is you get to go back and you get to hang out with these characters.
Yeah, that's great.
Now on the Pacino series, we talked a lot about the Oscars. The ones he should have won, the ones he did.
Okay, yeah.
Happy Gilmore obviously got no Oscar nominations.
Shame.
But what it did get is something even better.
Okay, yeah.
Happy Gilmore won the MTV Movie Award for Best Fight for Bob Barker versus Happy Gilmore. Deserved?
Wholeheartedly deserved.
And it was nominated for Best Comedic Performance for Sandler.
Really? Okay.
So
who won?
He didn't win.
No, but who won against?
MTV Movie Award. Best Comedic Performance. He loses to Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls.
Alright, I guess that's understandable.
You know, I do think this brings up something interesting, which is Jim Carrey was loved kind of immediately.
Yeah.
And I think there's something inherently impressive and obviously talented about Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah.
Even when you watch something like Dumb and Dumber or Ace Ventura or The Mask, he's doing a lot of these like very physical comedy. Yeah. The way he's morphing his face and moving his body, it's so extreme in a way that you can obviously tell this guy is talented. Like, everybody knows, have you seen that early stand-up bit of his where he's doing like a Clint Eastwood impression? It's like, almost like his face morphs.
Yeah, and like it's like or like have you seen like the Elvis when like it's like a radioactive, or like it's like a nuclear bomb?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Where he's so obviously like overflowing with talent.
Yeah.
Where his switch to dramatic performances in stuff like Eternal Sunshine and Truman Show feel expected. Yeah. You knew those were going to be good. The reason why people go, Sandler's actually a good dramatic actor, and they kind of still do it now. Like you just had the Chalamet sitting down with them a couple months ago, where he's like, people don't know this about you, but you're a great dramatic actor, which is the coldest take of all time. We all know this now. But it's that Sandler has a much more simple version of comedy.
Oh, yeah.
The simple men with silly voices, these like direct hits to the funny bone. He's going to get mad, he's going to smack shit with a fucking golf club.
Yeah, you know what you're going to get.
That I think because he's less obviously talented, and I think he's extraordinarily talented as a writer, as an actor. He's very much the auteur of a lot of these projects in a way. I know that's a director-focused term, but if there are actor auteurs, then Sandler's one of them.
Well, you just think, like, every Adam Sandler movie you see, you're like, oh, it's Adam Sandler's movie.
He has a firm thumbprint on all of these movies, and the way great comedic stars tend to do, that I think it's why he was undervalued then, and why we love him so much now. Yeah, because we recognize that.
You can finally see with, like, the movies like Uncut Gems or even Punctured Love. I know that was, like, a long time ago. Mm-hmm. He just is gaining this respect that, like, he should have had from the very beginning.
Yes. Yeah. Happy Gilmore 2 fucking sucks. It kind of loses some of that respect.
Well, yeah. I mean, as much as Happy Gilmore 2 sucks, like, it's not the worst movie of all time. Adam Sandler has some horrible movies, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, they're still, like, lovable. Like, you still go home from the theater smiling. And no matter how bad they are.
Nah, I was just smiling after Happy Gilmore too.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm like, that was a waste of my night.
I kind of liked it. I like Bad Bunny's character in it.
I mean, he's fun. I mean, there's good bits. I like Marcello in it.
Yeah.
He's my standout on SNL right now. I know he's yours as well. The one bit I love is that his happy place in Happy Gilmore 2 is him taking a shit, like watching IG Reels. Yeah, I think that's a great bit. The golfers can't act in that movie, and they have such a big role. Oh. I think, is it Benny Safdie plays the villain?
Oh, he's awful in that.
I think he's terrible. Yeah. I think Chris McDonald has nothing to do. I don't know. It does. I remember I was excited for it. I'm like, is this a return to, like, great Sandler comedies? Yeah. In a way that I don't think there's been a great Sandler comedy since, like, at least Grown Up. And I don't even think Grown Up is great, but I think it's the best one of the past 15 years.
That's kind of sad to think about, but you're kind of right about that.
Like Pixels?
Oh, I don't know. I'm, like, a Pixels defender, and I can't even say it's that good of a movie.
I got a fun Pixels story. I'll share it on this episode.
Okay.
My neighbor is in the background of Pixels during that opening scene, the flashback where they're all kids.
Was it filmed in Canada?
Part of it was filmed in Toronto.
Okay, yeah, cool.
And he was a background actor. So afterwards, all the kids who were the background actors in this arcade scene, they were all fed this big ravioli meal. And Sandler comes out, and he introduces himself to every single one of those kids.
Wow.
Like, that's the thing about Adam Sandler, is he's... Another reason why I think this reappraisal has happened is we know how good of a guy he is. Yeah. He's just, like, you never hear a bad story about him. He's kind to everybody. Even how people make jokes about his movies that they're, like, these money laundering schemes. Where it's like, what do you mean? It's like... The Jack and Jill budget's crazy. And it's like he just likes to go on vations with his friends and film them. Who fucking cares? It's kind of fun to go on those vacations.
You should have done Jack and Jill for Al Pacino.
the streak of bringing up Jack and Jill continues. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I hope he comes back and makes another comedy movie as good as this early run.
Yeah. I hope it's an original, though.
Me too.
I don't want it to be a sequel. I want, like, another... iconic original Adam Sandler character.
You don't mean Huey Dubois from Huey Halloween is one of those?
No.
We got Sandler trivia that Carly cooked up. And we're going to go through this. On what iconic sitcom does Sandler make his television debut?
Well, let's think. It's probably like late 80s or early 90s. What's the one with Michael J. Fox? No.
I don't know.
No. Let me think.
I'm looking it up. What you think? Michael J. Fox sitcom. Family Ties.
Okay, I'll guess. Family Ties?
No, it's not Family Ties.
Okay, what is it?
I can't believe you're writing Cosby Show trivia.
Oh, it's the Cosby Show?
Yeah.
Carly's a big fan of the Cosby
I
Show.
actually have seen every single episode of the Cosby Show.
Really?
Yeah. That
Why?
was like, my parents were like, you need to watch 2 shows in this life, and it's Full House and the Cosby Show.
I actually like the Cosby Show,
it's
too.
It's actually good.
Yeah.
Before or after? Like...
Obviously before.
What is the name of Adam Sandler's dog, who is also the ring bearer at his wedding? We've got A, cheesesteak, B, meatball, C, Happy, D, Snoop Dogg.
I want to go Happy, but I feel like it's not.
It's not Happy.
No,
it's Meatball.
Meatball, yeah.
Adam Sandler was actually the first choice for a major role in a Quentin Tarantino film. Which one?
I know this one. This is Inglourious Basterds.
Yes, he was going to play the Eli Roth role.
He would have killed it.
Well, there's if you look at the script, there's like an extended piece where it's like that character's backstory.
Yeah.
Where it's the Bear Jew, and it like goes through like, I don't know, how he got his bat and all that, and what it was like for him growing up. Like, that's a much bigger character before Eli Roth takes the role in that one scene.
Li Roth is, I don't know. He's alright.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, alright movie.
Another controversial figure. What is Sandler's favorite NHL team?
Well, okay, let me think.
Don't think. First instinct.
Alright, fine. Rangers?
It's the Boston Bruins.
That makes sense. Also, I want to say this about Happy Gilmore. On a rewatch, I saw, like, I thought he would be, like, just a Bruins fan. But no, in his apartment, he has literally, like, every single NHL team.
It's got, like, a Hartford Whalers.
Yeah.
Question 5. Yeah. Name 2 of the 3 Sandler Drew Barrymore rom-coms.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I know this. The Wedding Singer?
Yep.
And Just Go With It. Oh, no, that's the one with Aniston. 50 First Dates.
50 First Dates. And then Carly saying Blended is also Drew Barrymore.
Yes.
Sandler voices Count Dracula in the Hotel Transylvania movies. Who voices his daughter Mavis?
Selena Gomez.
True or false, Sandler is an Academy Award voter?
I'm going to go... Well, he's a writer, too. I'm going to go false.
It's true.
Really?
Yep.
Alright, good.
Sandler was roommates with which popular director? A. Paul Thomas Anderson. B. Jordan Peele. C. Judd Apatow. D. Noah Baumbach.
I gotta go Judd Apatow.
It is Judd Apatow. Yeah. True or false, Julie Bowen almost lost out on her role in Happy Gilmore to Sofia Vergara.
No, that's gotta be false.
That is false.
Yeah.
Sandler graduated from NYU with which degree?
Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. English?
BA in acting.
Oh, well, makes sense. Put it to good use.
How do you do, Carly?
He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10.
Let's go.
Got passed.
That's huge. That's huge.
We're doing a golf episode. You want as low as possible.
Can you do a Sandler impression? This is much harder than Pacino, but if you can do one, I'd be impressed.
I was worried. I think my best shot is doing a Bobby Boucher.
Can we hear a Bobby Boucher impression?
Oh, God. Oh, I don't know.
No, you're gonna kill him that.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know, sure. My mama says, I don't know. I'm a Bobby Boucher.
Wow!
You killed that. That was good.
Can you do an Adam Sandler impression?
No. Emmett, do you have anything you want to shout out?
Shout out Beats and Boots, my podcast with Luke Spedzinski, friend of also this podcast.
Past and future guest.
Yeah, we talk about country and hip hop. It's a great time. Yeah, and shout out the Montreal.
We're not shouting out. That's being cut. That's being cut. We're shouting out the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Raptors.
Well, I'll shout the Raptors. Shout out the Jays.
I'll say one more thing. One scene in this movie is supposed to take place on a San Francisco golf course. That is not San Francisco.
You know where it is?
I don't know.
I think it's Vancouver. Yeah, Vancouver.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Luke didn't shout out your podcast, by the way. He shouted out Baby Keem's new album and stuff.
Alright, fair enough, fine. Shout out Keem.
Thanks for coming on the podcast.
It was a great time.
Please be sure to rate, review, subscribe. I need a fucking outro. This is the same issue every time. I'm like, I ask the guest, I'm like, how do I end these things?
Ask them for a comment. Or
yeah, let's have a comment. Tell Emmett how great he was on this episode. Blow up the comment section.
Yes.
Rate, review, subscribe. We're on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube.
What are we doing next week?
Next week, Punch Drunk Love with...
Close, but no. Oh wait, yeah, you're correct.
Next week is Punch Drunk Love with Carly Richard, the person who just corrected me.
Oh, yes.
Paul Thomas Anderson's great rom-com. Probably Sandler's best movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty excited for it. Get to talk about Paul Thomas Anderson, one of my 3 favorite directors. That one's going to be good. So come back next week for Punch Drunk Love for the second episode of the Sandler Series. Thanks for tuning in.